Hey friends, happy Easter! It was kind of weird this year not to be able to see your faces on Saturday or Sunday or for all of our worship services, but I hope you had a really, really good Easter. So give me a thumbs up, a thumbs down, or a thumbs to the side, depending on how you were feeling and how you're feeling today. Me, I'm kind of a thumbs to the side right now because it's snowing. And I was so hoping that we would have a beautiful, beautiful day on Sunday, but that's okay. We still go on, and the snow looked pretty, didn't it? So I have my offering. I'm going to put it in my cup. Remember, even though we are still away from here, we are still raising money for our barnyards and for our friends in other countries who are waiting for that. So let's get that going. We're going to light our candle. And let's begin our time together today in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Today's story takes place right after the Easter time. Jesus has appeared to the women, and he has told them that he is alive. And the women run back to tell the disciples, but they're not so sure about this whole story. Well, the disciples are gathered together in a little room, and the door's locked and everything. And all of a sudden, who is there with them? Jesus. Jesus is there with them. And he says, "Peace be with you. Peace be with you." And those disciples knew right away from those words that Jesus was there with them. Now, they were like crazy happy and so excited to see him. And they looked at his hands and they looked at his side just to kind of make sure of who he was. But they were so happy. And Jesus said, "I have work for you guys to do." So he said, this is what we're going to do. He said, "I am going to breathe on you the breath of the Spirit." And he does that. And he said, "This is going to give you the power to go out and to tell people about me and to tell people about God." So he does this, and then he's gone. Well, one person was missing that day when Jesus appeared, and it was Thomas. Now, Thomas comes to the disciples, and they're like, "You will never believe what you just missed." And Thomas is listening to all these stories, and he's like, "You know what? That's impossible. I don't believe you." Now, we call that doubt, okay? When we say, "You know what? I am just not sure about that." And Thomas says, "Unless I see Jesus and I see his hands, I'm not going to believe this." Well, who should show up when Thomas was there but Jesus? Yep. And Jesus says, "Thomas," he said, "it's me. Look at my hands." And Thomas knew right away when he saw Jesus that it was him. And he was so happy too. And Jesus says, "Thomas," he said, "you believe because you see. But blessed are those who believe and they haven't seen." And I think that was kind of a word to the disciples to say, you know what? You are going to go out and you are going to be my hands and you're going to be my feet out in the world, talking about Jesus and helping those who have doubts about those kind of things. So that's our story for today. The story of, it's actually called Doubting Thomas. Have a good day, you guys.